New York has increased tests to 50,000 per day, and that is critical because it allows us to make decisions about whether we can go back to work, whether we can safely visit family members, and whether we need to quarantine. But health officials are concerned that the flood of testing is creating a backlog, and some New Yorkers are not getting their test results quickly enough. Wherever someone walks the streets of our city without knowing he or she has the virus, the pandemic can flare up again.
Since the very beginning of this pandemic, testing has been our Achilles heel. And it continues to be a particular area of concern because not only as a city, but as a country, we're nowhere near where we need to be.
Well, my sister-in-law, she had a test 9 days ago, and she hasn't received her results.
There are some places where the results really take out over a week, and it makes the results somewhat meaningless.
How fast you receive your test results depends largely on where you get your test. A public testing facility can often process a test within 24 hours. New York Health and Hospitals also allege a 2 to 3 day turnaround. But thousands of people get their tests at City MD clinics all over New York. Tests at these City MD clinics can take up to 2 weeks. The limited testing capacity comes down to a national shortage of the chemicals needed for the tests. These chemicals are called reagents, and they are in short supply across the United States.
So I wanted to ask you, would it be possible for our nation to have results for all COVID tests completed and returned within 48 and 72 hours? Is that a possible benchmark that we can achieve?
It is not a possible benchmark we can achieve today.
Despite the lack of a national strategy, the New York City Health Department fights the war against COVID by amassing their troops where they are needed most.
What the Department of Health is doing, and I thank them for this, is they're identifying zip codes where there are low testing percentages, but there's high positive testing percentage. So this is one of the zip codes in which that is the case. So they're identified key zip codes around the city, and then place these fast testing sites where you can get results in 15 to 20 minutes so that you can know whether you're positive or not.
We can defeat this. You can protect yourself. You can protect your family members, especially here in the boogie down Bronx, where the last 3 or 4 months, we've seen more loss of life due to COVID than the entire state of Connecticut has seen, and Texas for that matter.
The fact is that there are states that are doing incredibly badly right now. We did very badly a few months ago. We are in a good place right now, but we cannot take our eye off the ball.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.